Hi everyone, my name is Jeroen Hertzberger, Osaka athlete and 3-time Olympian. One of the most difficult things is choosing the right stick. But from now on, I'm going to be your guide to choosing the right stick. We're going to be testing sticks based on how they shoot, how they flick, how they dribble and how they pass. So let's go and let me help you out. So, what do we need to know about the Grobo? The Grobo has 95% fiberglass, 3% Kevlar and 2% aramid. It has some backhand blade reinforcement, which is quite nice for the reverse hit. And it's a pretty modest bow. 30 centimeters from the top is where the highest bow point is, and it's only 1.7 centimeters high. So this stick is quite flat, it's nice and all round for the junior player. So let's see how it performs. So, the first part that we're looking at, how does it dribble? Well, what they've done is this part of the stick, they made it a little bit thinner for the junior player. So it feels quite comfortable and nice and thin here, so you get a lot of control and you can turn the stick quite quickly. Also, the tip of the stick is quite thin, and because of that, it's quite easy to dribble back and forth. And there's not a lot of bow, it's quite straight. So the dribble is just really regular and quite modest, and it feels quite comfortable in the hands. It's nice and light and dribbles really nicely. Alright, so how does this stick hit? Well, I hit the reverse and I hit the forehand. And the reverse was nice and comfortable. You have that extra Kevlar blade reinforcement for the reverse, so that's really nice. So when you get good contact, it just flies off and you get good speed. When it comes to the forehand, because it doesn't really have a lot of bow, it's quite flat. It's quite a basic forehand hit. If you just line up properly, you get normal contact. There's no low bow, so you don't need to change your posture or anything or the position of the ball. So it's quite a straightforward stick. It does feel, however, that it's you can really feel it's a junior stick. So yeah, even though it's meant to be, it also feels like it really needs to be for a junior player. All right, so how does it flick? Well, as you can feel that it's a junior stick, it's quite light, so sometimes it's quite tough to get a lot of power. However, if you're starting off with drag flicking and you're a young kid, then I think this is the perfect stick to try and get the technique down. So it's kind of hard to get under the ball because it doesn't have a groove or a low bow, but for a low flick, this is a perfect stick, and it's the best way to learn with a straight stick and use a low bow later on. So, how does it pass? Well, I tried different types of passes. I tried a slap, I tried a one-handed backhand slap, I tried a push pass and an aerial. And I gotta say, the tip of the stick is quite thin, which makes it quite comfortable for control and to pass. The slap is quite easy because it's nice and flat, there's no groove and it's relatively flat and not a high bow. So the slap is really easy. When it comes to the push pass, because it's a light stick, it's a really comfortable stick for a midfielder, for example, to give little passes of 10-12 meters. So all in all, a comfortable all-round stick to pass with. So that was my review. I hope you thought it was useful. Check out the website for more specifications and where to buy it. My all-round review is that for the price that you pay for this stick, you're really getting a lot for your spending. So an all-round stick for the junior player trying to move up the ladder and become a top player. This is the great stick for you, the Grobo.